across the south coast, live from Solent University. You're listening to Solent Sports News.
Good afternoon, it's 3 o'clock. I'm Daisy O'Reilly with your Solent Sports News headlines. Nathan Jones will manage his first game as Southampton's coach this weekend in the final Premier League action before the World Cup break. Southampton travel to Liverpool looking to bounce back from the 4-1 thrashing to Newcastle. Despite leading Luton to a 6th place finish in the Championship last year, Jones believes Southampton's structure was the main reason behind the move.
I feel this is a real calculated club. Obviously I wanted to manage in the Premier League. I've dreamt of that since I've become a coach and a manager. But this club in particular, because of how it's run, because of the structure, because of how they look deeper than just results, really appeals to me.
Sticking with Saints, captain James Ward-Prowse has not been included in Gareth Southgate's 26-man squad for the upcoming World Cup in Qatar. The England manager has stated that he does not see Ward-Prowse in the same profile as midfielders Declan Rice and Calvin Phillips, who got the nod over him. Southampton will face League One side Lincoln City in the 4th round of the Carabao Cup after beating fellow League One side Sheffield Wednesday on penalties. League 2 side Gillingham, who upset Premier League side Brentford, will travel to Molineux to face Wolves. The tie of the round, however, sees Manchester City holders Liverpool. Staying with the Carabao Cup, last night Manchester United defeated Aston Villa 4-2 at Old Trafford. After a pretty forgettable first half, Villa led twice before late goals from Anthony Martial and Scott McTominay sealed the win. They will now host Burnley in round 4, and Marcus Rashford, who scored in the win, spoke about his delight at making England's World Cup squad.
For me, the focus is United. I think if you're performing at United, then England's going to always be around the corner. I'm obviously really pleased to be back in the mix and back with the squad. And yeah, it's going to be a massive month for us. So I'm obviously looking forward to that.
Newcastle have secured a clean sweep of the Premier League awards for October. Miguel Almiron scored in all but one of October's games to earn him Player of the Month, and his stupendous volley at Fulham won him the Goal of the Month too. Eddie Howe secured Manager of the Month after guiding his side to 4th in the league with the most points of goals in October. England will face host nation New Zealand in Women's Rugby World Cup final in the early hours of tomorrow. They booked their spot in the final after beating Canada 26-19 in the last 4. England captain Sarah Hunter believes she is the Rugby World Cup has shown the huge development in the women's game.
Probably had 2 of the most competitive semi-finals we've ever had at a World Cup. So I just think, that growth from personally my first World Cup in 2010 to this day it's been brilliant.
Elsewhere in the Women's Rugby League World Cup, England will face New Zealand in the semi-final tomorrow at the Community Stadium in York. This competition was supposed to be held in 2021, but was postponed to this year due to COVID. The defending champions Australia will take on Papua New Guinea in the last other 4 tie. England captain Jos Buttler has said his side will celebrate reaching the T20 World Cup final first before prepping for Sunday's game. England thumped India by 10 wickets in Thursday's semi-final victory, with Buttler smashing 80 of 46 balls. Buttler spoke about the excitement and relief of finally getting over the line ahead of the Pakistan clash.
I think at the moment just excited to be in the final. I think coming here, the stress of trying to get through the group stages, and we wanted to come here, enjoy tonight, show off our talent, and we'll try and do that in the final as well.
Qualifying for the penultimate race of the Formula One season takes place on Saturday for the Brazil Grand Prix. Last time out in Mexico, World champion Max Verstappen secured a routine race victory ahead of Lewis Hamilton. Both the Drivers' and Constructors' Championships have already decided at the Japanese and United States Grand Prix respectively. On to tennis, and Great Britain are into the semi-finals of Billie Jean King Cup for the first time since 1981. They required a 3-0 win over Spain in order to progress, and Heather Watson claimed them victory in Glasgow. Harriet Dart won their singles match before Alicia Barnett and Olivia Nichols enjoyed success in the doubles to secure the victory. Tiger Woods has announced that he will return to action in next month's Hero World Challenge in the Bahamas. The 46-year-old golfer has not played since the Open Championship at St Andrews in July, when he missed the cut. His return comes at an event which takes place from 1st to the 4th of December at Albany outside of Nassau. Team GB's Basketball World Cup chances are on the line tonight against Serbia. Team GB must win all their final qualifying games to reach the tournament next summer in Asia. Staying with basketball, former Solent Kestrels player Jeremy Sohan continued his NBA rise after another fantastic performance last night. Sohan was the second highest scorer for San Antonio, hitting 6 of his 7 shots for 13 points. Half British and half Polish, Sohan rose through the ranks in Southampton before going to college in America. Joining us now is Charlie Parker of the Reading Rockets basketball media team to talk about Sohan's rise.
Yeah, Jeremy's rise has been great to see so far for a great British basketball system that is breaking apart at its seams, and he's gone to San Antonio and has really come in so far as a defensive specialist, and he's really helped this team that's a very bad team at the moment, but he's shown his minutes in 23 minutes a game. He's played very well. He's played very well defensively. He's played very well on the offense as well. He came through the Solent system here in Southampton at 15 years old. He was playing in the National Basketball League in England, so he was playing with grown adults at just 15 years old, and came through the Itchen Academy at 12, 11 under now head of basketball operations at the Solent Kestrels, Matt Guyman. They kind of groomed him to. He went to college in America at 18 years old. He went to a team called the Baylor Bears, and the Baylor Bears, they got the number 1 seed in college, and now he's in the NBA playing very well. So yeah, it's been great to see.
Thank you, Charlie. Southampton will kick off some seasonal festivities with the opening of the annual ice rink. The bar is now open until 9 o'clock, and the rink will be open from next Tuesday due to weather conditions stopping them from setting up. With the return of the temporary ice rink, a renewed plea has been made for a new leisure facility to open in Southampton. That's all from us for now. We'll be back in an hour.